A frustrating night tonight. How can you sum that game up?
Yeah, we had chances and we've been caught in a sucker punch. They've got one goal, and that's what they've came here for. And effectively, they've got a goal and they've just sat in and made it hard for us to break them down. And unfortunately, just couldn't get a goal.
They scored with their only shot on target, and Scotland were dominant throughout. Can you take a lot of positives out of that?
You can and you can't. We'll feel hard done by. Because we had a lot of chances and it feels as if we marshalled them well. Just one lucky shot he's got away, and it's obviously went in. But we've created enough chances. Just a case of sharpening up in front of goal. But lads in there, they're really gutted, hard done by. We put so much into the game and just couldn't get a goal in the end.
Fairly action-packed. Injury time, obviously penalty disallowed and a goal disallowed. What did you make of those decisions?
Well, I was way back here for one of them, and from what I can see, Liam's the keeper's dropped it and Liam's just touched it in. But as for the handball, there's a lot of bodies in there, and I know Ollie's been pushed, and I was in there as well, but I couldn't see any handball from our point of view. I need to see that again on the TV, obviously, as were the managers. What
was the discussions in the dressing room afterwards?
He was reasonably happy with us. We worked hard. We know ourselves. We didn't play as well as we could. We got our ball in the final third in the areas. We want to get it in. Just on a different day, other players could unlock things, but today, it just didn't happen for us, and that's what we need to work on for the next game.
Is that something that you're looking forward to now, to try and maybe rectify the wrongs that were tonight against Ukraine on Tuesday?
Yeah, of course. It's always great. A double header, you get a bounce back game. Boys will be raring to go for that. Are a bit down at the moment, but that's football, isn't it? So we just need to get our heads right and vid analysis and work on what can be done better. And I'm sure the boys will be raring to go for that game as well.
And a quick message to the supporters tonight. Around 5,000 turned out at Tynecastle. It's tremendous backing.
Yeah, it's scary. All the fans who came out here and seen it, it was almost like a league game here at Tynecastle across there. It was great, and obviously they were shouting and cheering at the end, which really did help the boys. But unfortunately for us, we just couldn't get a result in the end for them. But we thank them very much, for coming along.